When was the last time you woke up and felt truly alive? Not tired, not halfway there, but firm, full, and powerful. For many men after 60, those proud mornings have quietly faded away, replaced by stillness and disappointment. But here's the truth that will shock you. Your body hasn't forgotten how to perform. It's not broken, it's simply waiting for one missing ingredient, just a single spoon of a natural oil before bed that can reignite your manhood even at 80. I'm Dr. Mohit Khera, urologist and men's health specialist. For more than 30 years, I've helped thousands of men restore their vitality naturally, without pills, without injections, without shame. Every day I see proof that the male body is capable of recovery at any age when you understand how to work with it, not against it. Most men believe testosterone fades away because of age, but the real reason is much simpler and far more fixable. It's not your age that shuts down your performance. It's what your body isn't getting before you sleep. The surprising solution lies in your kitchen, not the pharmacy. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly which oil to take, how much, and why timing it before bed transforms your circulation, hormones, and morning performance naturally. No side effects, no false promises. And stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal a doctor's trick that accelerates your results, something my patients call the 7-night awakening. Before we begin, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any of my future advice made specifically for men over 60 who want their strength and confidence back. And if this topic speaks to you, type 1 in the comments to let me know you're ready to take action. If it doesn't, type 0 so I know how to serve you better next time. Alright, let's dive into the heart of this. Before we talk about the oil itself, we need to understand what's really happening inside your body. Why do those firm morning erections fade with age? And more importantly, how can we bring them back naturally, without medication or risky treatments? 1. Why morning erections disappear after 60. Let me speak to you man to man for a moment. If you've noticed your morning erections getting weaker, or gone altogether, it's not just about sex. It's about something deeper. It's about feeling alive when you wake up, feeling that quiet confidence that tells you your body still works like it used to. For many men, that moment in the morning used to be a silent signal of strength. And when it fades, it can shake something inside you. Here's the truth I've seen over decades as a urologist. This change doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in slowly. One year you notice it takes longer to rise. A few years later, nothing happens at all. Most men assume it's just part of getting older, but that's only part of the story. What's really happening inside your body is a combination of hormonal decline and restricted blood flow. Your testosterone, the very hormone that drives energy, desire, and performance, starts to drop. Not because your body has given up, but because it no longer has the building blocks it needs to make it. At the same time, years of sitting, processed food, stress, and lack of movement cause tiny blood vessels in your pelvic area to stiffen and narrow. Blood doesn't circulate as freely, especially during the night when your body should naturally trigger nocturnal erections. It's like the plumbing system has slowly rusted. Add to that the inflammation that builds up around the prostate and lower pelvis, and suddenly, even when your brain and nerves are sending the right signals, the blood just can't get there fast enough. But here's what gives me hope, and what should give you hope too. Your body never forgets how to perform. The machinery is still there. The system is still capable. It just needs the right fuel and a chance to recover. In all my years of practice, I've seen men in their 70s and even 80s regain spontaneous morning erections simply by restoring what their body has been missing all along: healthy fats, circulation, and hormonal balance. And that's exactly where the magic begins. Because when you give your body the right kind of nourishment at the right time, especially before you sleep, you set off a powerful chain reaction inside your system. So, let's talk about how one simple bedtime habit can start waking that system up again, naturally. 2. The secret power of nighttime oils. Over the years, I've realized something most men never hear from their doctors. The timing of what you put into your body can completely change how it responds. You see, the male body has a rhythm, a natural clock that dictates when hormones rise, when blood flow increases, and when the body repairs itself. And the truth is, most of that magic happens while you're asleep. That's why what you do right before bed matters far more than you think. When you were younger, your body effortlessly produced testosterone at night. Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., your brain released powerful signals to your testes, telling them to produce the hormones that keep you strong, energetic, and sexually alive. But as you age, that production slows, not because the factory is broken, but because it's running out of raw materials. Without the right nutrients, your body simply can't build what it needs to keep your engine running. This is where healthy oils come in. They're not just calories or fat, they're the foundation for your hormones. Testosterone is literally made from fats, specifically cholesterol and fatty acids. Without them, your body can't produce the hormones that give you energy, drive, and those early morning erections. When you take the right kind of oil before bed, you're giving your body the exact materials it needs at the perfect time. You're feeding the factory right before the night shift begins. I've watched this change men's lives. One of my patients, a 68-year-old retired teacher, started taking a single spoon of the right oil every night before bed. Within 3 weeks, he told me, "Doc, it's back. I wake up feeling like myself again." He didn't change his diet, didn't take medication, just nourished his body when it needed it most. His body did the rest. It's a simple, almost invisible ritual, but it triggers something profound. During the night, as you rest, your body uses that oil to repair damaged cells, reduce inflammation, and restart hormone production. That's the secret power of nighttime oils. They work with your natural biology, not against it. And among all the oils that support this process, one stands out far above the rest, backed by real science and centuries of tradition. Let's talk about that next, because this particular oil has been called nature's most powerful remedy for restoring manhood. 3. The hero oil, extra virgin olive oil. If there's one oil I could ask every man over 60 to start using tonight, it would be extra virgin olive oil, not the cheap, over-processed kind that's been sitting on a supermarket shelf for years, but the real thing, rich, cold-pressed, dark green gold that smells like freshly crushed olives. I've seen what this oil can do, not only in the lab, but in real lives. It's one of the simplest, safest, and most powerful ways to feed your hormones and bring life back to your mornings. Men in the Mediterranean have known this secret for centuries. They eat more fat than most Americans, yet they live longer, have stronger hearts, and, yes, suffer far less from erectile dysfunction. I remember visiting Greece years ago for a medical conference and noticing something remarkable. The men there were lean, vibrant, and confident, even well into their 70s. When I asked a local physician what he thought made the difference, he smiled and said, "Doctor, we don't fear fat here. We respect it." That line has stayed with me ever since. Olive oil is rich in monounsaturated fats, especially oleic acid, the very building block your body uses to produce testosterone. But that's just the beginning. It also contains powerful antioxidants called polyphenols, which protect your testosterone from breaking down and stop it from converting into estrogen. Think of it as a shield that guards your manhood at the cellular level. Studies show that men who consume just 2 tablespoons a day can boost testosterone by up to 19% within a few months, while also improving blood vessel function. That means stronger circulation, better endurance, and a natural return of those morning erections. When taken before bed, this oil becomes even more powerful. As your body enters its nighttime repair phase, olive oil delivers nutrients directly into your bloodstream, fueling hormone production and supporting smooth blood flow through every vessel, including those that matter most. Over time, your body begins to respond again, naturally, confidently, and without the side effects that come from pills or injections. I've seen countless men regain what they thought was gone forever with this one simple nightly habit. But as incredible as olive oil is, how you use it, the timing, the dose, and the consistency makes all the difference. So let me show you exactly how to take it to unlock its full potential. 4. How olive oil restores morning wood. When I first began recommending olive oil to my older male patients, Many were skeptical. "Doc," they'd say, "you really think a spoon of oil can change all this?" I'd smile because I knew what was coming. Within a few weeks, they'd walk back into my office, a quiet grin on their face, and say, "You were right. It's working." What they were feeling wasn't magic. It was pure biology finally allowed to do its job again. Here's what happens deep inside your body when you start taking extra virgin olive oil before bed. The oil's monounsaturated fats serve as the raw material your body uses to produce testosterone. You're literally supplying your body with the fuel it needs to restart hormone production. At the same time, the polyphenols, the powerful antioxidants in olive oil, protect your testosterone from breaking down and prevent it from being converted into estrogen, a common problem in aging men. It's like reinforcing the foundation and then building stronger walls on top of it. But it doesn't stop there. Olive oil also improves the flexibility and elasticity of your blood vessels. That means better circulation, not just to your heart or brain, but to the smallest arteries in your pelvis, the ones responsible for erections. When blood flows freely, you don't need force. Your body responds naturally. Over time, inflammation around the prostate and lower abdomen begins to fade, and blood can move in and out of the penis with ease again. That's why many men start noticing changes in their morning erections within 2 or 3 weeks. There's also an unseen benefit: better nerve function. The healthy fats in olive oil strengthen the myelin sheath that protects your nerves, improving the communication between your brain and your body. When your brain sends the signal, your body is finally ready to respond. That's what makes this so much more than a surface-level fix. It's a full restoration of the system that once worked effortlessly when you were younger. So yes, 1 spoon of this oil can absolutely bring life back to your mornings. But it has to be used correctly, because the way you take it determines how deeply it works. And when you understand the timing, that's when results truly accelerate. Let's talk about how to take it for maximum results. 5. How to take it for maximum results. Now that you understand what olive oil can do, let's talk about how to actually use it in a way that gets results. Because this isn't just about swallowing a spoonful and hoping for the best. It's about giving your body exactly what it needs, at the right time and in the right form. Think of it like preparing a fine engine. It's not only what fuel you put in, but when and how you deliver it that makes the difference between a sputter and a smooth, powerful start. Here's what I tell my patients. Every night, about an hour before bed, take 1 tablespoon of high-quality extra virgin olive oil. Not the cheap, mass-produced kind, but one that's cold-pressed, organic, and stored in a dark glass bottle. That dark glass matters. It protects the delicate fats and antioxidants from breaking down under light. Always look for a harvest date on the label, not just an expiration date. Freshness equals potency. If the oil smells rich, fruity, and slightly peppery, you've got the good kind. You can take it straight if you like, just like medicine. Or, if the taste is too strong, mix it with a squeeze of fresh lemon juice, or drizzle it over a small piece of whole grain bread. Some men even mix it with a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar for added blood sugar balance overnight. What matters most is that you're consistent, every single night, without skipping. Your body thrives on rhythm and routine. For men with sensitive stomachs, I recommend having a few nuts, a cracker, or a small piece of toast with it. This helps with absorption and prevents any queasiness. After a week or 2, most men tell me they start sleeping more deeply, waking up less often to use the bathroom, and feeling more rested in the morning. By weeks 3 or 4, those early morning erections start to come back, stronger, more frequent, and completely natural. This nightly ritual may seem simple, but it's powerful because it syncs with your body's natural hormone cycle. And when you combine the right oil with the perfect timing before bed, that's when the transformation truly begins. So let's talk about why that specific bedtime window matters so much, and why missing it could mean missing the results you're looking for. 6. Why bedtime timing is critical. Here's something most men never realize. Your body runs on rhythm. Just like the sun rises and sets, your hormones follow a clock of their own. And when you learn to work with that clock instead of against it, you can unlock results that no supplement or prescription can match. That's why the timing of this oil matters so deeply. It's not just what you take, it's when you take it that turns everything back on. Your body produces the majority of its testosterone between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. During those quiet hours, while you sleep, your brain releases a signal called luteinizing hormone. That's the message that tells your testes it's time to make testosterone. But if your body doesn't have the right raw materials at that moment, the message falls flat. The factory is ready to work, but the shelves are empty. By taking your olive oil about an hour before bed, you're restocking those shelves just before the night shift begins. The result is deeper sleep, steadier hormone production, and a gradual rebuilding of your sexual vitality. I've had men tell me that within the first week of following this bedtime timing, they started sleeping through the night for the first time in years. They'd wake up feeling rested, calmer, and stronger, and then notice something they hadn't felt in a long time. Their bodies were responding again. That's because when you fuel the system before rest, you're giving your body permission to heal. Timing also influences circulation. During sleep, your blood vessels relax, allowing oxygen-rich blood to reach areas that stay underused during the day. When your blood is thin, clean, and full of healthy fats, it can flow more freely through the smallest arteries in the pelvis. This is the quiet restoration process that rebuilds your strength from the inside out. So when I say timing is critical, it's because your body isn't guessing, it's waiting for your support. Every night you miss that window, you miss an opportunity to rebuild what time has taken away. But when you honor it, your body rewards you in ways you can feel each morning. And if you think this is all about science, let me tell you, it's also about something much deeper, something every man eventually faces but rarely talks about. Let's go there next. 7. The emotional truth most men avoid. I want to speak to you now, not as a doctor, but as a man who has walked beside thousands of others through this same quiet struggle. When morning erections fade, it's not just the body that changes, it's the spirit. Many men tell me they feel a small loss every morning, a kind of silence that wasn't there before. They wake up, look down, and feel older than they actually are. It's not vanity, it's about vitality. It's about that deep, unspoken sense of manhood that connects who you are to how your body responds. I've had patients admit to me that they stopped looking at themselves in the mirror, that they felt invisible, unwanted, or less capable. Some even stopped being intimate altogether, not because the desire was gone, but because they were afraid of disappointment. That pain doesn't show up on medical charts, but it's real, and it matters. Because what most men don't realize is that this emotional shutdown can actually worsen the physical one. Stress hormones rise, blood vessels constrict, and the very system that controls arousal becomes even weaker. It's a cruel cycle that steals joy in silence. But here's the truth I've seen over and over again. You are not broken. Your body hasn't given up. It's just waiting for the right signal to start working again. Every night that you take care of yourself, every small act of nourishment, every decision to move instead of sit, breathe instead of worry, and give your body what it needs instead of what's easy. Each one is a step back towards strength. When my patients begin this journey, the first sign of change isn't always physical. Sometimes it's a feeling, a sense of confidence returning, the spark of energy they haven't felt in years. Then, slowly, the body follows. Because when a man starts believing again, his body listens. It begins to heal. The power of that connection, the mind, the hormones, the circulation, the confidence, is what truly brings back vitality. And the most beautiful part? Once the spark reignites, it tends to spread through every part of life. Energy, mood, intimacy, all of it grows stronger together. Now that you understand the emotional side of this transformation, let's talk about something every man wants to know. How long does it actually take to see results? And what should you expect along the way? 8. The first week. Subtle shifts you'll feel. I always tell my patients that healing doesn't happen with a lightning strike. It begins quietly, almost imperceptibly, and then builds like a tide. The first week after starting your nightly oil routine is when those early, subtle changes begin. They're small at first, but they matter because they're proof that your body is waking up again. Some men notice deeper, more restful sleep within just a few nights. Others tell me they stop waking up multiple times to urinate, or that they rise in the morning with a calmer, clearer head. That's your nervous system stabilizing, your blood flow improving, and your hormones beginning to find their rhythm again. You might also feel something you haven't felt in a while: energy. Not the jittery kind that comes from caffeine, but a steady current running quietly beneath your skin. You move differently. You breathe deeper. Your mornings feel a little lighter. For many men, this new calm brings back something even more important than energy: hope. Because when you start feeling the difference inside, you begin to trust that what's coming next is real. Around the second week, small physical signs often appear. You might wake up one morning and realize there's a familiar heaviness again, a firmness that wasn't there before. It might not happen every day at first, but it's a signal. Blood flow is returning, nerves are responding, and the communication between your brain and your body is slowly being restored. It's as if your system is remembering what it once knew so well, and once that connection reawakens, progress accelerates. By weeks 3 and 4, those signals grow stronger and more consistent. Erections feel fuller, more spontaneous. You notice better stamina, sharper focus, and maybe even a renewed spark of desire that you thought was gone for good. These aren't coincidences. They're the result of your body rebalancing itself from the inside out. And what's most inspiring is that these improvements don't stop there. They build over time, compounding like interest in a savings account of vitality. Because when you combine your nightly oil habit with one simple change, you can make these results appear even faster. And that's what I'm about to share with you next. 9. The Doctor's Power Combo. After years of helping men restore their vitality, I discovered something remarkable. When you combine certain natural oils, their effects multiply. Each one supports the other, like instruments in a symphony, working together to strengthen circulation, balance hormones, and reduce inflammation all at once. The one pairing that has consistently delivered the best results in my practice is what I call the Doctor's Power Combo: extra virgin olive oil and black seed oil. Olive oil, as you already know, fuels hormone production. It provides the building blocks for testosterone and protects blood vessels so that blood can flow freely through your body, especially to the areas that matter most. Black seed oil, on the other hand, protects the very cells that produce testosterone. It's rich in a compound called thymoquinone, a natural antioxidant and anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Together, these two oils create a balance. Olive oil builds, black seed oil protects. One feeds your body's machinery, the other shields it from wear and tear. I remember one of my long-term patients, a 71-year-old man who had nearly given up. He had tried everything: pills, supplements, even hormone therapy, but the side effects wore him down. When he started using this combination, alternating between olive oil and black seed oil before bed, something changed. Within 2 weeks, he began sleeping more soundly. By the end of the first month, his confidence returned, literally. He told me with tears in his eyes, "Doc, it's like my body remembered me again." That kind of transformation isn't rare. It's what happens when you nourish your system consistently and naturally. If you want to try it yourself, here's what I recommend. Take olive oil 3 nights per week and black seed oil 2 nights per week. Both should be cold-pressed, organic, and taken an hour before sleep. The synergy between them works best when your body is at rest, doing its quiet, unseen repair work. This simple rotation supports hormone production, repairs vessel walls, and reignites your natural rhythm. And when you start waking up stronger, you'll know it's working. But there's one more crucial piece to the puzzle: habits. Because what you do during the day determines how much these oils can help you at night. Let's talk about that next. 10. Supporting habits that amplify results. If there's one thing I've learned after 3 decades of working with men, it's that the body rewards consistency. The oil you take before bed is powerful, yes, but what you do throughout the day determines how deeply it can work. You can think of the oil as the spark, but your daily habits are the oxygen that keeps the flame alive. When you combine the two, you create a lasting change that doesn't just restore function, it rebuilds your entire sense of vitality. Start with something simple: hydration. Most men don't drink nearly enough water, especially as they age. Dehydration thickens your blood, slows circulation, and makes it harder for oxygen to reach the smallest vessels in your body. I tell my patients to drink half their body weight in ounces of water each day and to stop 2 hours before bed so they can sleep through the night. Within days, you'll notice the difference in your energy and the way your body responds. Next, focus on movement, particularly your pelvic floor. The muscles that control blood flow to the penis weaken over time, but you can strengthen them again with Kegel exercises. It's as simple as tightening the muscles you'd use to stop urination, holding for 5 seconds, and releasing. Do this 20 times a day. It takes less than 5 minutes, but the payoff can be life-changing. Then there's sunlight, nature's forgotten medicine. 20 minutes of morning sunlight triggers your brain to release hormones that balance testosterone and melatonin. It resets your internal clock and gives your body the signal that it's time to produce energy. When paired with less screen time at night, especially avoiding blue light, you'll find that your sleep deepens, your recovery improves, and your nighttime oil routine works even better. All these small actions build momentum. Each one tells your body, I'm still here and I'm taking care of you. And when your body feels supported, it gives back tenfold. That's the beauty of natural restoration. It's cumulative. Every night you're rebuilding something stronger than before. But as incredible as the health benefits are, I know what many of you are wondering. Is it really worth the effort compared to quick-fix medications? Let's take a closer look at the true cost and the even greater reward of choosing the natural path. 11. The true cost and the real reward. I know it's tempting to look for a quick fix. We live in a world where a pill promises instant results, a therapy promises guaranteed youth, and everything seems one click away. But what they don't tell you is the price you pay later, not just in dollars, but in your health, your confidence, and your independence. I've seen too many men spend hundreds each month on pills that work for a moment but steal long-term vitality. The truth is, your body doesn't need another artificial boost. It needs to be reminded how to do its job naturally. When you use these oils and follow this bedtime rhythm, you're investing in something deeper than a temporary erection. You're investing in your body's own ability to produce, restore, and sustain itself. Olive oil, black seed oil, pumpkin seed oil, these aren't chemicals. They're nutrients your body recognizes, loves, and uses to rebuild. You're not forcing your system, you're partnering with it. And when you give your body that respect, it rewards you with lasting energy, deeper sleep, stronger circulation, and a sense of manhood that feels earned, not borrowed. Let's put it in perspective. High-quality oils might cost you $40 to $60 a month. That's less than $2 a day. About the price of a cup of coffee. Compare that to a single pill that costs $30 or more, with side effects that can strain your heart and drain your confidence. The oils nourish not only your performance, but your overall health. Your heart, your brain, your prostate, your immune system. This is medicine nature designed, perfectly aligned with your biology. When men tell me they feel 10 years younger after a few months, it's not an exaggeration. They're waking up proud again, sleeping peacefully, and feeling alive in ways they forgot were possible. That's the real reward. Not just reclaiming your mornings, but reclaiming yourself. And if you're still wondering whether this can truly transform your life, let me give you one final message. A challenge that every man watching this deserves to hear. 12. The 30-day challenge. If you've listened this far, then you already know. This isn't just another health tip. It's an invitation to take your body back. So here's my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, commit fully. Choose 2 or 3 of the oils I've shared, olive oil, black seed oil, or pumpkin seed oil, and take them every night before bed without skipping. Don't second-guess the process. Don't change the routine halfway through. Just give your body a full month of consistent nourishment, the way nature intended. Start a small notebook or use your phone to jot down how you feel each morning. Note your sleep quality, your mood, your energy, and yes, your morning erections. You'll begin to notice the small changes first. Maybe you sleep more deeply, maybe you wake with more clarity, maybe that spark of energy returns sooner than expected. These are signs your body is responding. Around week 2 or 3, things begin to accelerate. You'll feel it. A steady warmth in your mornings, a new confidence in how your body reacts. This isn't about chasing youth, it's about rebuilding strength from the inside out. You're giving your body the raw materials it needs to remember how it once functioned, naturally, confidently, without strain. The oils don't force change, they allow it. And as your body starts producing hormones again, improving blood flow, and restoring sensitivity, you'll begin to realize something powerful. You were never broken, you were just depleted. I've watched men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s rediscover vitality they thought was lost forever. All it took was consistency, faith, and a tablespoon of the right oil each night. This is your moment to see for yourself what your body is still capable of. Because when you give it what it truly needs, it will always give something remarkable back. And if you're ready to find out what that feels like, to wake up proud, energized, and alive again, then stay with me for the closing message. This final thought might change the way you look at your health forever. 13. Final message. Your strength is still within you. If there's one truth I wish every man over 60 could believe, it's this. Your body hasn't given up on you. It's still listening, still capable, still waiting for you to give it the right signal. I've spent my entire career watching men rediscover what they thought was gone forever. Not through drugs or expensive treatments, but through understanding how their bodies truly work. Every night that you take care of yourself, every spoonful of oil, every mindful choice to rest, hydrate, move, and breathe, it all adds up. Those small actions are quiet acts of rebellion against time, and your body rewards them in ways no pill ever could. When men tell me, "Doc, I thought I was too old for this," I always smile and say, "You're not too old. You've just been underfed." Because that's what most of this struggle is. A lack of nourishment, a lack of rhythm, a lack of belief. Once you restore those 3 things, the rest follows naturally. Your blood starts flowing again, your hormones recalibrate, your energy returns, and your mornings start to look and feel alive again. The oils you take before bed aren't just nutrition, they're a message to your body that says, it's time to rebuild. And what comes next is more than physical. I've seen men regain not only stronger erections, but stronger marriages, deeper confidence, and a renewed sense of purpose. When you wake up feeling alive again, it ripples through everything. Your mood, your relationships, your motivation to live fully. That's why I believe this small nightly ritual has the power to change not just your mornings, but your entire life. So as you finish this video, I want you to remember this. Your body is not broken. It's resilient, intelligent, and designed to heal if you give it what it needs. The oils are simply tools, but the real transformation begins with you. Tonight, when you take that spoonful, know that you're doing something extraordinary. You're saying yes to strength, yes to confidence, yes to the man you still are inside. Stay consistent, stay patient, and stay proud of every step you take. Because your best mornings, the ones that remind you of who you truly are, can still be ahead of you.